Hey there YouTube, welcome to another episode of Let's Get Better. You know, I'm trying to release one episode every week, and normally I'm going to be releasing these on a Wednesday, so be sure to check back in a week for the next episode. Anyway, today I'll be showing you some quick and easy exercises that you can do to improve your characters and your character design skills. What you see me drawing in the background is a little wonky, but the proportions are there. As you see, I will end up with a figure that is exactly 8 hats tall, which according to Andrew Loomis is about right. By the way, if you don't know who that is, I suggest you Google Andrew Loomis figure drawing PDF and download and study that book like a madman, because you will learn so much from that, just as I did when I started drawing. Anyway, you should really try and practice this figure so you really train yourself to view those proportions, and you really know when they're wrong when you're drawing your characters yourself. It is really comfortable to get it's really important to get comfortable with those with this figure and the proportions. And in the Andrew Loomis book that I mentioned before, they have some really nice pictures to show you exactly how you can draw this, and also like what you need to take in mind, like for instance, like how wide everything is, and how high everything, like for instance, like if the arms are relaxed next to the side, then your elbow should be about the same height as your belly button, stuff like that. You know, it's really it's really useful information, even though it maybe sound a little stupid, but definitely when learning the proportions of characters and people, that's so handy. So really get that, download that. I think like the book is from 1960 or something, so it's free of charge as far as I know, so you can download it, and I'm sure you can also get some printed versions somewhere. Okay, so practice the straight on figure, and I suggest you be doing that in a sketchbook, because well, in my experience, it's much better to train yourself on with pen and paper than on the computer, and just try to really have fun with it and do a lot of them. Now we'll be doing some gesture work. A quick way to draw these characters is with a motion line. I did that with some of these, and it's like the middle sweepy line that's attached to the head. And when you do it like that, that's a great way to do it. And you just like try and build the stylized skeleton over the motion line. You will train yourself to this way to put more life into your character sketches and give yourself a bit more freedom for expression in your characters. Really do a lot of these. They don't have to work all the time. Just like, I mean, that's why you're practicing it, right? And you can do the small ones or big ones, and you know, like from above or underneath or whatever. Just try to have fun with it. You can have them how do you say that, interact with one another while you're drawing like a whole bunch of these, interacting with them. That's also a great way to practice it, and get some reference photos as well, you know, and try to do like photos from people moving or athletes or something, and then do their motions in this stylized way. It's a great way to practice your anatomy and your proportions and your gestures, so really do that. So the next exercise is a little harder for beginners, and also for me as well. This is where you try to use shapes and line to create characters that are expressing something or moving or are designed in a certain way. You can really just like try and mess with the perspective or with their shape, and you can draw armor or clothes on them. But the idea is to keep the simple stylized skeleton in mind while you draw these. So you're not actually drawing the skeleton, but you're doing it in your mind, and then you draw something else, like a full character over it. I hope that makes sense. This is a quite a hard exercise to do, so don't kick yourself in the butt if this isn't working right away. The idea is to keep practicing, and so they eventually work and they will look awesome. All right. So remember, next Wednesday there will be another episode of this series up. on YouTube. In the meantime, check out the other videos if you want. There's some cool speed paintings and stuff like that. Yeah, and if not, then please just subscribe to the channel and maybe put a thumbs up, and hope to see you next time. Bye.